Welcome to 2-Point Conversing. I spent many years in a press box. Nate spent many years on a football field in the locker room. We agree on a lot of things, but we don't always agree on everything.
Right.
We like to find 3 different things that we disagree on and just kind of hash it out on national television. We don't rehearse it. We
Talk
don't do
about
it beforehand. We just go at it and we give you thoughts and then we throw it to you guys at home and you let us know your thing. My first statement. I'm watching a lot of football this season. Heading into week 17, there is no scarier team in the AFC than the Baltimore Ravens. Nate, what do you think?
I disagree. The scariest team in football right now is New England Patriots. I mean, how can you not look at these guys and think that they're on their way to once another AFC championship game and possibly a Super Bowl? We've been here time and time again, and we try to do the heavy lifting. And I know what you're going to say. Your rebuttal is, well, Nate, they've been struggling.
They have.
And I'll say that they've struggled before. But what would you say to the simple fact that we've been here before, and it's always ended in a similar result, which is these guys hosting up the Lombardi Trophy?
Yeah, I mean, look, does anyone want to go play the Patriots in the playoffs? No, of course not. But you'd be neglecting the last 2 months of football to say they're the scariest team. The Ravens, they put you in a phone booth, and they're like, play our way. There's no other team in the NFL right now over the last 6 weeks that has said, we are going to dictate the way the game is played, and you're going to have to beat us our style. And not many teams have. The only reason the Chiefs were even able to pull that out at home against Lamar Jackson and this team was that Patrick Mahomes threw a pass from his backside on 4th and 9, thrown up into the sky, and Tyreek Hill made the play. The Ravens have the best defense in the league. Their offense is unlike any other in the league. And if you watch that Chargers game Saturday night, I don't think anyone wants to face them in the playoffs.
I'm not mad at you for anything that you said. The Ravens are playing unbelievable. You said they dictate the game. They got that from the Patriots. The Patriots can light up the skies and hit you for 500 yards in the Super Bowl, or they can get ugly and go on the ground. He said headed into the playoffs. Headed into the playoffs.
2015, 2016, 2017, Patriots are great. The 2018, Nate, don't neglect the last 15 weeks.
I'm not neglecting the last 15 weeks, but they've been here before. Last year, struggled in December, went to the Super Bowl. 2004, struggled in December, won the Super Bowl. 2001, Brady's second year, struggled in December. They went to the Super Bowl and won it in his second season. This is familiar territory. They're going to self-correct better than any other team. Let's not do heavy lifting and let's not panic, all right? Let's keep this thing going. All right, my statement, the Browns' head coaching job is more attractive than the Packers' head coaching job. Ooh.
I mean, the Packers' job might be the #1 job in all of sports. You're going to be the head coach of the Green Bay Packers. Don't be scared of Aaron Rodgers. Don't be scared that Aaron Rodgers might be mean to me. Go and embrace greatness.
Okay.
Green Bay Packers, that's Vince Lombardi. That's Mike Holmgren. That's Mike McCarthy for many years. The Cleveland Browns, look, I understand that they've got a bunch of nice young players. This is to coach maybe the greatest player in the sport and to work with one of the greatest franchises in the history of sports. I would say the Green Bay Packers job is the most coveted job in the entire league, let alone against the Browns.
I'm not mad at you saying that Aaron Rodgers is one of the best quarterbacks of all time and maybe does end up in that GOAT conversation. But you're handcuffed by 2 things. One, the amount of money that you're paying them, because you can't bring in other guys that he's making a ton of people. Yeah, find a way. They haven't found a way lately. And you're also handcuffed by the fact that a coach might come in and be more of a fan of this guy than he is the organization. You want to talk about greatness? We got young greatness. The rookies, Baker Mayfield, Nick Chubb, Callaway. They got guys that are lined up to take over for the future. Denzel Ward was phenomenal this year. Not to mention we got Myles Garrett, who's just in his second year. If you're a coach coming in, do you want to go to the Packers where you're going to have to win right now? If you don't go to if you're going to go postseason?
Yes, I want that. I want those expectations. I don't want to be a coach that comes in and says, if we win 8 games, we did it.
League.
Great.
Straight.
They have hired 7 coaches since 2006, the Cleveland Browns. The Packers, 1, there's stability, there's the great quarterback already there, and there's tradition. Give me the Packers.
This is a what have you done for me lately league. If you don't get to the postseason, that seat you're sitting on, it's heating up just like the oven. And if you don't win a Super Bowl, it's like, all right, let's go and give a different opportunity, give a coach a different opportunity. Because you look at Mike McCarthy and what he did. My guy has a street named after him. If you win in Cleveland, don't name the city after him.
Good point. If I'm working my entire life to be a coach, I want the opportunity to coach greatness. Aaron Rodgers might be the best of all time. That opportunity doesn't happen very often.
And you don't see greatness in a quarterback in Baker Mayfield who has his team at 7-7-1. Oh, by the way, that's a better record than the Packers. 1-53, the Cleveland Browns are a better team than the Packers. So I guess you're not looking at that fact.
Burleson from way downtown. That's it. I don't know. The Packers got the Knicks. Derek Harper, Derek Fisher. Number 3, the last one.
Yeah.
We're going to find out who the Coach of the Year is at the NFL Honors Show, which is going to be on NFL Network, CBS, and it's the night before the Super Bowl. But there are so many coaches that are at the top of the list. My final statement is this. Matt Nagy of the Chicago Bears is the 2018 NFL Coach of the Year?
Matt Nagy is coaching his butt off this year, but he also has what could be the best defensive player in football, Khalil Mack, who's won them games. Mitchell Trubisky is a good quarterback, hasn't played great all the time. I feel like there's other coaches that we're neglecting to show love to. Frank Reich with the Colts. They start off 1-5. Andrew Luck, we didn't even know if this guy was going to play football again. He's in the MVP conversation. You look at Anthony Lynn with the Chargers. All of those demons, it seems like they was playing on Pet Cemetery the way these games has ended up. Guys is going down. Joey Bosa wasn't even on the field for half the season, and now look at them. One of the best teams in football. Phillip Rivers having the best season. And then Sean Payton. I know he's kind of those guy that rubs people the wrong way, and, you know, he gets the sweeping in the locker room. But he rounds it off with these list of coaches. Sean Payton got his team at 14-2, and Drew Brees is breaking all kind of records. We're not showing Sean Payton love.
The Chicago Bears have been the cellar dwellers of the NFC North for the past few years.
Okay.
They were 0-6 in the division last year. They're 4-1 in the division this year. He has turned a moribund franchise, a franchise that was averaging 16 points per game last year, and turned them into one of the most exciting franchises in all of sports.
Right.
I look at that offense. They were miserable to watch last year. Now, I can't wait to see the Bears offense. And then that defense is unbelievable. The ability for this guy to change a culture overnight, that is why Sean McVay won Coach of the Year last year. If you're going to give McVay Coach of the Year a season ago, you have to give Nagy a Coach of the Year this year. He has turned the Bears from the joke of the league and the joke of the division to maybe the most exciting team in the sport. Matt Nagy's the Coach of the Year.
I get it. You say that he's turned a team from a joke to the most exciting team. The Chargers. How